right, I am getting ready to clean the stove. It is 10 till 10 is what it is. So I have completely blasted my morning, going to the grocery and CVS. It's probably going to be a no breakfast kind of morning. I need to get... Alright, so I got some other cleaning spray. You might be wondering, what else do you have to do besides clean the stove? Well, I need to take a shower. I need breakfast, and I need to deal with the meat. So, I cleaned up that. So there's the stove, and it is awfully dark. So I'm going to turn on the... Well, if I can sit it up just a little bit higher, you'll get a better view. Let's see. I don't know what to do. Well, here's a salt container. Let's see. I'm going to put you on a salt container. Salt container. This salt is earmarked for de-icing concrete. I forget what happened to... Oh, there was a bug in it. That's right. So it has been redelegated to... salting the stairs or my porch when it snows. Do I know how a bug got into my salt? No. I don't even know when it occurred, and I ate salt out of that salt, so that's gross. Alright, I'm going to use I guess I'll use a reusable rag, and then I'm going to have to throw it away. But both of these, here's the problem with this stove. These are impossible to clean. The water doesn't pool, it's just a metal wire grate. You can't clean this effectively at all. Yeah, so there's one. So these grates really are never clean minus the day that you buy the stove. They're impossible because they don't pool water, they don't hold. They don't hold any water, and it's so difficult because you have to like hold it under the faucet all around here and then try to do it here, and it just doesn't work well at all. I won't be buying another stove with grates like this ever again. So the grates are now clean. This rag that I'm using will get thrown away. And it's a reusable rag, but there's very little I can do about it. Because I'm not going to stick a greasy rag in the washer. It's not happening. I need to clean these. These are the what helped distribute the gas on this gas stove. Without these, none of this will light. Terrible design, actually. Alright, so I'm gonna do some more spraying. Now I'm gonna get this. And this is a blue scrubby, and for those of you screaming, "Don't do it, don't do it!" I don't care. This stove is half broke. The oven's broke. You know, it's just... The stove just doesn't work right. So, I do not care whether I scuff the enamel or not. And it's a good thing this stove is black. Because it's far grosser than what you see. And here's the other thing. I'll never buy another black stove ever again. Because you can tell when it's dirty, when it's really dirty. And then when you clean it, it's impossible to tell if you have it entirely clean. So I don't ever put anything on this stove because I have no idea if it's clean. And after I get done with it today, it will be cleaner, but it will not be clean. And there's no way to verify it because you can't see what you're doing. I may have to put dish soap on my Dollar General order tomorrow. Alright, so we're going to try and do the edge. And all of this. Remember, it's just going to be cleaner. It's not going to be clean. Because I will never buy another black stove, I swear. And I'll clean the front of this, not for my benefit, but for yours. Yep, this stove is far dirtier than you think it is. It just hides dirt. I will never, never, never buy another black stove. It's unbelievable how dirty these things get. That's why I always wash my hands after touching the buttons on this stove, because there's no way to tell if they're clean. Okay, so let's start on this. Dish soap is a degreaser. So once you loosen everything up on your stove, dish soap will help degrease it. This is why I don't do this very often, because it is now 10:09. And I actually started this well before, probably about 9:30. It takes forever to get ready to even clean anything, because I had to put away what I bought and get my clothes ready for the shower, because I'll be damned if I'm going to touch clean clothes after touching this. Yeah, I'm going to be sweeping the floor too. So, this is looking better. It is not perfect, and it's not going to be because it's a black stove. I need another scrubby, because I got all this right here to do. I bet that container of stuff is in the way. Alright, so I gotta get one more scrubby. Because this is just awful. And this is the burner I use all the time, which is why it's awful. That's probably as good as it's getting. Do yourself a favor and do not ever buy a black stove. Don't do it. You will be so sorry. So the rag I just used to clean the stove will go in the trash. There is no way on this earth that I will put that in the washer. And now I'm going to give it one more spray and one more wipe down with the paper towel. So it's just going to be better, not clean, because you can't clean this house. It could be sterilized. I could pour bleach on this and it would sure as hell be sterile, but it'll never be clean. There's all kinds of crap under there. Well, that didn't work well. All right, I'm going to wipe the stove off one more time, because I had to do the underside of the microwave and get the loose crap from it. Amazing. All right. So this looks better, but it's never going to be clean because of the black stove. Now I'm going to clean the sink and then I'll test this stove. My paper towels fell on the floor, so that sucks. And let's see if the stove still fires. I was afraid the grease and dirt is what's making the stove operate. So we'll see if it still works. This stove is supposed to have its own lighters, but they don't work. That one's on. That one's on. That one's on. And that one is on. So they're all on. That's good. I didn't realize this one time lit under here. I don't use that one very often. For safety, I'm going to go ahead. But what happens, what you got to do is you got to dry this stuff out. And the best way to do that is to turn on the burners. There we go. And I will wipe these off one more time since I touched them with my dirty gloves. All right, there we go. I cleaned the stove. I still have not had breakfast. I want y'all to know that. Okay, and now I need to clean this table again, and I'll clean it again when I get out of the shower, because my next stop is dealing with that meat. And we're making breakfast. I still need breakfast in a minute. All right, and I will show you an overview of the stove. Probably should have took the trash out while I still had my gloves on. Oh well. All right, and I will show you what this stove looks like. So there you go. I have cleaned the stove. It is far less nasty than it was. Don't ever buy a black stove. All right, if you liked this video, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, have a good day, and I'll talk to you later.